Hello, my name is Bruno, and in this video I am going to show you how you can create your own online store and start selling online with Mozello. In short, Mozello is a platform for creating your own website or online store with ease, and you don't need any coding or technical skills. So let's dive in. First, open mozello.com and then click on the button Create Online Store. Next, you will have to enter your email and create a password to create an account and start creating. After you entered your email and password, you will have a choice to choose what type of website it is. So first of all, Mozello offers three options. One is a website, one is an online store, and one is a blog. The difference is between the sections that will be automatically generated. Since we're creating an online store, we pick online store option and click on the button Create My Website. Next, you will have to enter your website title or brand name, or let's put it simply, your business name. In this example, we are going to create a home decor shop, so we're going to enter a name, Home Decor. After that, you'll have to accept terms of service and click Done. Mozello offers 30 plus templates that all are mobile friendly and easily adjustable to your needs and liking. Simply pick one you like and click on the button Select. After finishing all the steps before successfully, you will be put into the website management panel. But before we start building, I want to introduce you to the main sections on the left side. So the first one is Pages, where you will find everything related to your website pages. You can create new pages, adjust the ones you already have, create new languages, enter SEO parameters and all that stuff. Then the next one is Store. We will look into this one more deeply, and the Store section is pretty much all in one place for your online store management. After that, there is Design, where you can change colors, change font scheme, change design options. Then there is Extras, where you can have many apps integrated in with Mozello. Then there is Settings, like general settings, store settings, and domain settings. Then there is a Preview button, where you can preview the way your site would look from the visitor eyes. And then of course there is a Publish button. Once you click that, your site is live and can be visited. And the last is a Support button, which will take you to Mozello's support section, where you can find our contact information and all the help information. Okay, since we're creating a store, let's dive straight into Store section and let's see what's under it. Once you open the Store section, you will be dropped into a catalog management. There are other sections that we will go through, but let's start at the catalog management. So in this section, you can add new products, manage the products, overview them, add new categories, and this is what I'm going to show you right now. So first, let's start with adding a category in which we will put products afterwards. To add a new category, simply click on the button Add Category. There you will see that you can enter the category name, title tag for SEO, meta description, and add an image. Also, you can change the category page link. Let's create a new name and let's write chairs. Then you can, as I said before, you can enter the title tag and meta description for SEO and make sure your site looks good in search results. And let's add an image. Now you will not see what's the benefit of it, but I will show you later why did we add an image. So to add an image, simply click on the button, select the image from your computer, and that's it. The image has been added. In this way, you can create as many categories as needed. You can add them straight away or add them later, depends on you. So after creating all the necessary categories, it's time to start adding your products. To add a product, simply click on the button Add Product. And the first thing you can do is you can choose the category you want your product to go in. So let's click on it, select chairs, enter the product title, then add product images. It's best to add more images from different angles so your customers can see your product fully. But in this case, we're just going to add only one image. Click on the button, select the image from your computer, and the image has been added. The next part is adding a product description. Simply click in the field and enter text just like you would in any other Word text editor. Then you can go down and enter price. You can enter also a special price, which would be shown as a discounted price. You can enter stock if it's used. For example, if you have only 10 of these shares, you can enter 10, so only 10 can be bought, no more. And then there is a button, Advanced Settings. Once you click on the Advanced Settings, you see there are more fields that are available. First one is brand, then there is model, then there is weight and tax. And then you can change the specific product link if you want. And another thing is variants, and basically what this means is you can add variations to one product. For example, let's say we have this chair in multiple colors, so we would write an option, color, and then we would enter the possible variants that we have. For example, black, white, red. Then we can change the stock amount for each of the combinations and change the specific price. For example, maybe we want to sell the black chairs for more, or do a discount on the red chairs. You can simply enter the price or special price in these fields. Mozello also offers selling digital products. What you have to do is simply click on this checkbox and the window will open where you can add the digital product. You can upload it and also add an information message for the product recipient. Now, since this is not a digital product, we are gonna uncheck this, and that's pretty much it. Once the product information is set, simply click on save, and the first product has been created. By repeating these steps, you can create all the products you need. You can also sort them later by simply dragging and dropping them some in other places. And I'm gonna add a few products now just to make this example more representable. Now we can move on to the other sections inside the store management. First is the orders section. In the orders section, you will see all the orders that are coming in, and you will be able to see all the information, all the payment information, the delivery information. Basically, this is your hub for all the incoming orders and invoices. There's also an archive available if you want to archive older orders or finished orders, so there is a cleaner space for you. Then the next field is discounts. And this is a place where you can create as many discounts as you like for, let's say, for Christmas campaigns, Black Friday campaigns, or any other marketing campaigns. And you can create a discount by simply clicking a button, then add a discount code. Then you have to enter the discount amount, and you have to choose the type. Either it's in percentages or it's in the money value. So we're going to choose percentages. Then we can choose the minimum order amount from which the discount will be available. And we can set the usage limit for the specific discount code. If you leave these blank, nothing will be applied. Then you can choose either the discount is applied to the entire order, specific categories, or specific products. We're going to leave it at the entire order. And you can also change from which date the code until which date it is available. Once you've done all that, you can click on save and the discount code is active. In this way, repeating these steps, you can create as many discount codes as you need. After that, the next step is reviews. By default, reviews are disabled, but you can enable them under store settings. I will show you later where it is. But what reviews mean is that once someone buys from you, you can set a specific time period after which the customer will receive an invitation email that asks them to leave a review. Once the customer leaves their review, it will show up here and you will have a choice to publish them or unpublish them. So this is basically your main hub for all the reviews. And once you decide to publish a review, it will show up under the specific product. Now we can go into the store settings. So in the store settings, what you can do is you can choose the currency for your store. So let's say we want to change it to USD. So let's do that. Then you can change the number format, currency format, weight unit, and choose what is the front page of your online store. So if you have many categories, maybe you want to show the categories as the first page or all products. Depends on you. Then the next thing is you can enable many other options. As I said before, you can enable product filters, product sorting, and enable reviews. Once you've done all this, there is an option to add all the information about you, which I would suggest doing if you want to accept payments by invoice and wire transfer, because this information is going to show up in your invoice. You can also add a logo for your emails and invoices. All you have to do is click on add image, select your logo and upload it. So from now on, this logo will show up in all the emails sent to your customers, and it will be in all the invoices that your customers receive. Once you've done all this, you can click save. Now let's move on to the delivery options. Under delivery options, there are two possibilities. One is add new delivery option and the other is integrations. We're not going to look at the integrations at the moment, but the good thing is they're there. So basically you can integrate your store with pretty much any integration platform because Mozello supports API. But now let's see how to add a new delivery method. First, you need to click on the button add new delivery method. Then you have to enter the description. Let's say DHL Express. And you can select the delivery service provider. If it's set to other, it could be anything you want. You could pretty much write anything in the description. It could be your own personal delivery way. And then you can set the delivery service provider to other. But if you want to have an integration, at the moment, Mozello offers an integration for DHL Express in US, but there are more services coming soon. So we select DHL Express, then we select the cost or write in the cost. So let's say it's 10, and you can set a minimum order amount, a maximum order amount, a maximum and minimum weight. And you can also select the countries in which this delivery method is available. So you can go select the countries or remove some countries. It's up to you. When you finish adding the delivery method, you click on the button save, and that's it. Once the client checkouts on your store, they will be able to choose this specific delivery method. So that's it about the delivery methods. You can create them as many as you need. Now let's go to the payment options, which is one of the most important things in e-commerce. And when it comes to Mozello offers 4 main ways for you to receive money from your clients. The first one is through PayPal. So what you can do is simply enter the PayPal account email address, and the payment method will be available and you can receive money to your PayPal account. The next one is bank wire transfer, which I said you need to fill out the information under the general settings. And basically in this place, you would add your bank account and some extra info for the wire transfers. For example, please enter the invoice number in the reference field. Then you can check a checkbox that makes the invoices go to customer's email. I would highly suggest this. Then if you sell locally or you offer in-store pickup, you can enable a payment method, enable cash payments on delivery, which means the customer will not make any payments when making the order, but they will, when they arrive, well, basically they will pay you then. And the most important part, and maybe the most popular one, not maybe, but definitely the most popular one and the easiest for your customers, is payment by cards via payment platforms. And Mozello offers most popular platforms at the moment. So what we have Stripe integration, Paysera, Braintree, and you can also add other payment platforms via API. So for example, let's select Stripe. And once you select Stripe, you will have to also enter Stripe secret key and Stripe publishable key. These all keys you can get once you register up for Stripe, and then in the Stripe platform, you will be able to get these keys. And yes, now you can also check the send invoices to customers email checkbox, and you're done. Basically click save, and that's it. So we have created delivery method, we have created payment methods. What's next? So then we have invoices section. In the invoices section, you can add some text that you want to show up in all your invoices. And then there is taxes section where you choose your tax system. For example, if you sell in US, you can select sales tax USA. If you don't pay tax, you can leave none. And then you can set the product filters. So basically, Mozello offers three main product filters: price, brand, availability, which means the customers will find it easier to find specific products because they can do a slider by price. They can search for a specific brand, but you have to have all this information added to the product information. However, you can create your own option filters, just like, for example, we created a product that has many colors. So we could create a product option filter called colors, and the customers would be able to filter by color. After you're done with the filters, you can go to checkout form. The checkout form can be edited and adjusted to your needs. For example, these are the main fields that are already in there. You can, for example, if you don't sell to companies, you can untick that and you won't ask for that information in your checkout form, making the form easier. However, if you need some custom fields, you can also do that. There are many field options available, and then you can add some extra info at the beginning of the form if you need that. Once you've done with your checkout form, you can go to confirmation page. This is a place where you enter the text that will show up when your customer finishes the order. So now it's a simple text that says, "Thank you, your order was received." But you can also make it more human and make it more informative. For example, "Thank you, your order was received. We're going to get in touch with you as soon as we process the order." Once this is done, you can go to emails, and this is a really important section because in this section you can choose emails and adjust emails. For example, emails that come to yourself. You can, of course, you want the email for order received, but you can also enable an email for payment received. In this case, you will have to have an integration, for example, with Stripe. Then when the payment comes in, you will receive an email. And then you can also receive an email when there is a new review. But when it comes to the emails to customers, order confirmation is mandatory, but you can also set emails for payment confirmation and dispatch confirmation. Dispatch confirmation will be controlled by yourself, but it's a good thing that, for example, the customer knows when the product is dispatched. So under the orders section, you will open a specific order and there will be a checkbox where you can check a box that it's dispatched. And when you do that, the customer will receive an email. And the last is you can select the review invitation delay. So for example, if you sell locally, you can easily leave it at 10 days or even 5 days. But if you sell globally, you should set this to make sure that the product is received. So it's not the case when the the invitation for review comes earlier than the actual product. So for example, in this case, we sell locally, we leave it at 10 days. The next part you should take care of is customer email texts. And all the emails that we just talked about, you can adjust their text. So basically just go through, click in them and enter the text you want. Once you've done with all the email texts, click on save. Then there is a section legal terms. Under the legal terms, you can require acceptance of terms of service. If that's necessary, you check this checkbox, and then you will have to choose a page which contains all the terms of service or privacy policy, and then you click save. If this is enabled before purchase, they will have to check a checkbox that they accept the terms of service. And Mozello, as I said before, also offers API, so you can do integrations with other services if you need, or for example, you can integrate your store with Facebook, but let's not dive deeply into that. So this is all about the store settings. First, we had catalog management, where we created our products categories. Then this is where you manage your orders. Then if you want, you can create discount codes, you can receive reviews, and all the payment and delivery methods are managed under the store settings. So now, once we've done all that, it's time to actually see how the store looks and adjust its design. So go back and let's go to the store page. So click on store. And so this is how it looks at the moment. So we have categories on the top and 3 large products side by side, but we want to change the look. So let's say we don't like it. All Mozello content blocks offer an option to customize them. So you will find a settings button on the top right corner. Once you click it, a window will open where you will be able to enable breadcrumbs or navigation. We already enabled the product filters, product sorting, search box, and we can also enable action button. Let's say there's a button under the products that makes it easier to add them to cart. And another thing, you can change the whole catalog layout if it doesn't work for you. So let's say we click on catalog layout and we see 2 options. First option is we have to choose where the categories will be placed. So first, we have categories on top at the moment, but we can choose them on the left or right. I want to say that if you have many categories, you shouldn't choose this one because it will look weird. But if you have many categories, you should go either on the right or on the left. So in this instance, let's just go to the with categories on the left side. And then you can choose the way your product image looks. So first thing, you can choose the amount of images or products in one line. So now it's 3 and a vertical image, but you can also choose 2 and a square or a horizontal image. In this case, we're going to go with 3 in one row and a square image. Once it is done, click on the cross and you will see that the store has changed its layout. One thing, this is a text block where you can enter any information you want. You can put a banner in there, an image, whatever. But in this case, we don't need it. We don't want it. We click on the settings icon and we remove it by unticking the box, show extra content. That's it. Now the store looks way cleaner. So as you see now, it's all the categories on the left. We have products and we have filters, and we can sort the products from price, low to high, newest first, price high to low, for example. And then we have a search box. So we have edited our store. What's next? One thing I like to do is actually what we haven't done now. You can add a logo to your online store, and it's not a question if you can, it's more that you should. So first you click on the title, then you click on the image icon, and here you can click on the plus symbol to add a logo. So click on it, select the file from your computer and upload the file. Now you see that the logo is there. But another thing, if you don't like the main menu layout, you can actually edit it and customize it. So at the moment you see that we have logo on the left, menu items on the left, and then there is a cart icon and language icon on the right. But if we click on the settings button, we can choose many other settings. For example, we can make the menu full width, menu caps, and if there would be a banner underneath the menu, it would be possible to make the menu transparent, so it kind of blends together with an image. But in this case, what I wanted to show you is how to change the layout of your main menu. Click on the button, and there are 6 options available. So we can choose whichever we want. At this point, we're going to choose that we have logo on the left, menu items in the middle, and language and cart icons on the right. So let's do this, and we see that the view just changed. Okay, so this is our store page, products added, categories created. What's next? The next thing you should do is create your first page or your landing page, which is going to be the first your customers will see. So to do that, we go to Home, And this is the layout we chose for starting. And since we already edited the main menu, now it's time to edit the main banner. So how can we do that and what can we do with it? First, we can change the main image by clicking on the image icon, selecting the image from your computer, and then we add the image. But we see there's a little bit of a problem because we have a light background and light text, and you can adjust that by again going to the settings icon in the top right corner, click on it, and you can change many options. For example, you can change the background color, which you don't see at the moment, but because there's an opacity, you can use the opacity slider. So let's say you can do this, but let's leave it like this and change the content color to dark, and it blends well together. Then you can change the section height, and you can change the content width, and you can actually also change the banner height if you want. By clicking on these checkboxes, you can choose if you want a primary or secondary button. We will use both. And once you have edited the content block, you can actually also change its layout. So there's a button, change layout, click on the button, and you will see there are many options for banners. At the moment, we see that we are using this one, which is not full width, but there are other options available. Just basically click the one you like. We are going to click on the one that's full width and has text on the left side. Then we see that it's a little bit too small. So again, we're going to go into the settings icon and make it a little bit higher. So like this. That's it. Now we have edited our banner. What's next? The next part is actually entering the text. In Mozello, entering the text is really easy. Anywhere there is text, you can pretty much click and start writing, or delete the existing text and replace it and format it in your way. So in this example, I'm not going to write text. I'm just going to copy and paste text just to save time. Once you have entered the text, there's an option to format it. For example, let's say we want this heading to be smaller. Then we can change the heading style if we want. And we can also make it smaller or larger in this way. So let's say it's a heading 1, but the size should be normal. So let's leave it like this. After that, it's time to adjust the buttons. Since Mozello already created the shop button for you, you can easily click on the button. You don't have to change the text, but you can if you want. And how to link a button to a specific page. Simply click on the hyperlink icon. A window will open where you have to select the page where you want the button to send your visitors to. Then you click and select the store because it says shop now. It makes sense that the button sends to the store, right? Then let's say we don't want the testimonials button. We want it to be a contact us button. So what we do is we click on the button. We change the text to contact us. And again, we're going to link the button to our contacts page. So we click on the icon, select the contact page, and insert link. Since you create your online store with Mozello, Mozello has already created some of the pages for you. So for example, as you see, home, store, shipping conditions, all the terms and conditions, and contact page. But as I said before, you can create as many pages as you want and edit them under the pages section on the left side menu. So once we're done creating and editing our main menu and main banner, it's time to move down and start editing the other content blocks. So if the customer scrolls down, they will actually see some information. And since we selected a template that has a product block, we are going to use it. And basically what you can do with this content block is you can showcase either categories or products. And since we created categories and we added images to them, I'm going to show you how can you showcase specific categories. Now we have a layout, and basically what we do is we click on the folder icon and select the category. So for example, chairs. we see that now a chairs category is showing. We can add more categories, for example, carpets, and for example, wall art. So now we have three categories that are showcased, and all we have to do is change the text of the block. So once we have added text, the next step is we can actually edit the content block if we want. For example, again, clicking on the settings icon, now you can see that again, you can choose the background of the content block. You can edit the section height, the width. Let's make it a little bit like this. Then you can edit the column count if you need. Now we have 3, we can go with 2 or even 4. You can add more rows. So for example, if you have many more categories, you can showcase them all. So, but we are going to showcase only these 3. Then there is ability to add the action button. We're not going to use it. And we can add a main footer button. So for example, in this case, we could add this button as a shop all products and link it to our store page. And that's it. This section would be done. So we have a banner, we have a section that showcases our main categories. And if we move down, we see that our template had this block, but we actually don't want it. So what can we do? You can not only edit or move up and down blocks with Mozello, you can easily remove them. So in this case, we're going to remove it by simply clicking on the delete icon. But now we want to actually add a block, and how that works with Mozello. So all you have to do is click the button above or below an existing content block to add a new block in its place. So let's add a block about this one. So click the button and the window will open where you can choose a content block which you want to add. Mozello offers many types of content blocks. For example, many variations of text blocks, image blocks, video blocks, many banners. These are the product blocks where you can showcase categories and products. Then you can add a gallery block, form block if you need any contact form or something like that in your website or store. You can add table blocks for, let's say, a pricing block. Then you could add accordion if you need. But in this case, since we're creating a store, let's showcase some more products and let's select a content block where we can showcase 4 things. So we click on it and it's instantly added to the website. What can we do now? Now we have to add the products. So first, this time we click on the squared icon and to choose a product. So let's add chair, let's add 1 carpet, let's add 1 wall art, and let's add another carpet, for example. And let's change the text to latest products. Okay, so now we have a block like this. And what we can do is also, again, we can go to the settings and adjust it the way we want. In this case, we're just gonna leave it like it is. And the last block, we see that there's an about us block, and we're gonna leave it like that, but we are actually just going to change the image. And we are going to change the layout. So always remember that all the content blocks have a customize icon on the top right corner. Once you click on it, the menu will open and you can choose all the options you need. Let's remove this one, this button, and just leave it like this. Okay, so that's how you create layouts and add content blocks to your online store or any other pages. By repeating these steps, you can create as many pages as varied as you like. This is just the starting page, but same applies for, let's say, about us page, for contact page, for shipping information, or any other information you need. Just simply repeat these steps and create new pages, and your store will be ready in no time. So once the layout is done, it's time to adjust some design options. On the left side menu, you see there is an option design. Once you go there, there's a possibility to change colors, fonts, and other options. First, let's change website colors. Click on the button and a window will open where you will see multiple color schemes, and you can apply them by simply clicking on them. And the whole website or online store will have the color scheme you choose. It's the same thing applies to all the content blocks. So let's see this, right? It just changes to whichever you pick, whatever you choose, it automatically changes. But let's say you don't like some specific thing about the specific color theme. You can actually change it. And how can you do that? You have to go to the advanced settings under all the color schemes. And once you go there, you will see all the elements that you can adjust color for. So let's say we don't like this light button. So we can click on the button. And one thing is we can choose from already existing colors in our site. Or we can choose like with the slider, any color you want. Or if you have a specific color code or already have a brand color palette, you can simply paste the color code here. But we are just going to choose a darker button already from the color scheme that we have to just make it all blend well together and make it more simple. Once you have the color filled, just click on choose and that's it. In this way, you can adjust all the, let's say, for example, you can adjust the section backgrounds, heading colors and stuff like that. Once you've done, simply click on close and that's it. Your color scheme is done and it's time to adjust the fonts. So again, let's go to design, change font scheme, and you will see that there are many font options available. Basically, what you do is simply click and the font scheme is applied. In this way, let's say we want something a little bit thinner. So let's go with this one. Once you're done, simply click close. And that's it. So now we have adjusted the colors, created the layout, adjusted the fonts. Okay, let's look at the last section under design options. There is this option and you can change the whole page width, adjust the text size in your site, and then you can change the whole site button style. So for example, let's just go with the rounded ones. Once it's done, you click close. So we have our store ready. We have a nice store page where you have all the products. We added all the payment information. We added all the shipping methods. We even created the discount code. And now we have a great looking homepage where you can easily access the categories and some latest products or read something about our business. So this would be a good starting point. And now, just in the end, let's look at some of the last settings. For example, under the settings tab, under general settings, you can see that you can change the website title if you want. You can change the website icon. That's the small icon that shows up in the browser. You can also add Google Analytics tracking ID, Facebook Pixel ID. As I said before, you can add code and you can manage your information in the user account. That's pretty much what you need to know about this section. And the last section I want to show you is again under the settings and domains. Once you create your online store with Mozello, it's going to give you a free domain, meaning with a Mozello site or Mozello shop at the end. But once you upgrade to premium or premium plus plan, you will have a free domain, a professional individual available with no extra cost. So in this case, it will show choose your domain. Or if you already have a domain bought and you wanted to add to this your created online store, you can easily do that. Once you click on this button, add domain I already own, you will get all the necessary information how to do it. That's pretty much it. And the last part is once you've done everything, simply click on the button publish and your store will be live, ready to accept your customers and ready to get orders. So this is how you create your online store with Mozello without any programming or sophisticated technical skills. Just to end the video, I want to say thank you for listening, and I hope you found this useful. One last thing, if you run into trouble while trying, you can easily contact our customer service. We will always be happy to help you. And also we have a blog where we write about useful and valuable information about how to grow your business online, how to create your online store, how to create a website, how to do marketing and stuff like that. And all the other necessary information will be in the video description. So thank you again for listening, and I hope you have a great day.